All right, here we go. It's Friday night, Arizona. Welcome to the Valley of the Sports, where the big games don't stop, and neither does the coverage right here on Arizona's Family. Walk with me now. We spent the week at the World Series. The Cardinals play the Browns on Sunday. The heart of the Valley and live from downtown Phoenix. Good evening and welcome inside the Super Bowl edition of the Extra Point. I'm Mark McClune, and welcome to the biggest Super Bowl party in Arizona, your late night sports destination on Arizona's Family. Paul Horton is teeing it up at the Waste Management Phoenix Open. Nick King spent the evening with the Kansas City Chiefs, but we first begin. Yeah, hey guys, we're here at NFL Honors tonight on the red carpet. Some of the biggest names in the NFL are going to walk by. Going to try to talk to them on the way into tonight's awards ceremony. So, yeah, that's a big story, the Super Bowl and the golf tournament. But the Kevin Durant trade has really sent shockwaves throughout the Valley in the best way possible. We got off the air last night out at State Farm Stadium, side of the Super Bowl, walked down to our cars, and the news hit. Immediately drove into the station, and we did an emergency podcast with our friend Flex from Jersey, who called this back in August and took a lot of heat about it online when it didn't happen, but it has happened. Kevin Durant will be a Phoenix Sun.
Mark McClune, you talked to him one-on-one.
Yeah, Joe Willie on the red carpet last night. You know, your head is certainly on a swivel here at the Super Bowl, no matter where you go, with big names walking around, even walking around downtown Phoenix. It's really incredible as he was pitching in Korea 5 years ago and has made his way to the big leagues and got the start in the World Baseball Classic final.
It's an amazing feeling right now, man.
The only
time. Yes. Hey, Mark, how are you today?
I am better. You know what? This is making my day talking to Bill Walton here on the Extra Point podcast.
Good.
You think about it, you're the only guy left on the roster from 21. What does that say about the just current state of roster building in the NBA?
Yeah, man, it's
very
crazy.
exciting.
How do you kind of whittle down all of those different sites? As I'm trying to play investigative reporter here to figure this thing out.
Well, you know, I only get asked about this about 11 times a day. So, listen, for us, it starts with saying, what is the best thing for our fans in waiting?
It's a really good story.
Well, and I can't help but think with what you're saying and reading. I'm going to go ahead and read the inscription here, if that's okay. It says,
Absolutely.
"You inspired me to get this book done. Thank you." And that gives me the chills as I think about the chance meeting of just doing the story together, and now we have the book sitting here, and all the people that you can bless in the process. So, thank you so much for your time, and we should probably keep in touch to see what's going to happen next.
Absolutely, Mark. If you need anything, please reach out. Don't hesitate.
Awesome.
You have changed my life. So thank you.
Wow.
So you're going down there.
I will be here.
I thought you said champagne.
The Pac-12 is falling apart. We've got Tarazi making history.
We have a
The
crew there,
Diamondbacks in San Francisco. Yeah. We
Yeah.
should do a show. You
Okay,
guys
we got the video.
We got the video, Mark. Let's see it.
I'm as interested as y'all are to see what happened. I think this is a three-pointer. So there we go. Tarazi for three. Got it.
Did it give you chills?
A moment like this. I mean, in vintage Diana Taurasi, no conscience. It looked like she was double teamed. Is she okay? Is this a double team? Yeah, bang. Catch, release.
Shoulders too a little bit.
Interesting. Okay.
A little busy today.
I feel like we've been talking about this for a decade,
Yeah.
really. You know, ever since the Pac-12 had a chance to get Texas and Oklahoma a decade ago, USC kind of blocked that move, and you just follow the money in college football. You get to where we got to
Follow
today.
the money. That's what it's about.
That's the story in college sports. A stunning day in the sports world. The day the Pac-12 dissolved at 6:30 tonight. The Big 12 releasing a statement saying they are thrilled to welcome Arizona and Arizona State to their conference. Yeah, deja vu all over again. We're in this exact same situation this time last year. Last year's loss to the Dallas Mavericks in Game 7, May 15th. Of course, it is May 11th. So where do the Suns go from here? There's likely to be big-time change here. A lot of stunned fans thinking after the Super Bowl week trade for Kevin Durant that things would be different. But once again, a second-round blowout loss where the Suns run off their own home floor to finish the year, and it's going to be a long, hot summer here in the desert.
That's way too much.
Is it?
That is, no.
Yeah.
You got
All right. Do I put it back?
No, you can because
Okay.
you're gonna keep this.
Okay. Here, I'll put it on my biscuit.
I'm gonna. No.
I can't spread on my biscuit.
You don't. Well, just scrape a little bit.
Why? What if the next guy?
No,
I don't want it. Yeah. Okay, like that.
Even that's too much, but I'm happy for you to experiment.
Okay. I mean, I go big or go home.
Stretched out yet? What do we got? Like what do we got? Like
Yeah,
I like to throw it back to the classic moves that everyone likes to go to. So break out the sprinkler.
Oh, you gotta do the sprinkler. You hold the microphone.
I'll hold the mic. Yep.
Oh, yeah, get it, McClune, yeah.
That keep bubbling up.
Yeah, just another ho-hum day in Valley Sports. We've got the Super Bowl in town, an elevated golf tournament. It's the NBA trading deadline. We're going to talk all about Super Bowl opening night and continue the coverage in just a moment. But let's first talk about the Suns. They're on a road trip right now, heading to Brooklyn as Super Bowl opening night takes over their arena. But will Kevin Durant be a Sun? It's been a hot talker in the Valley all day. Of course, you go back to the summer, and there was the trade request on draft night for Kevin Durant, and Phoenix was on his short list. He wanted to come play here. Will it get done? Can it get done? The trade deadline is Thursday. ESPN's Stephen A. Smith was on the Extra Point podcast today to talk about his new book, and I asked him about the trade possibility. He's a straight shooter. That's the name of his book. Here's what he had to say about Kevin Durant possibly becoming a Sun.
What are the chances, in your opinion?
Well, 0 without Kevin Durant. If you get Kevin Durant, then you got a chance.
All right, and pick up that whole conversation right now on the podcast page. Stephen A. will be signing copies of his new book on Wednesday night at 5 o'clock at Changing Hands Bookstore in Tempe. It's a great time to have a sports show right now in the Valley of the Sun. And join us on the Extra Point every night at 10:35 for a wrap-up of all of this. Let's talk more about Super Bowl opening night and toss things across the way. Our Nick King is standing by with the storylines that we'll be following tonight here at Footprints.
We find our Hoops McClune live in Milwaukee tonight for us. Wait, where are you at? Are you on a beach? Did you leave Milwaukee?
We got so much grief for going. Yeah, well, we thought we went into Los Angeles, and you guys gave me so much grief about it. We're on the shores of Lake Michigan right now, and I tell you what, it's downright beautiful. It's 66 degrees. It rained today. The sun trying to peek through, but just kind of exploring the state and exploring this town, Milwaukee, a very underrated town. So it was an off day today for the Phoenix Suns. They didn't have a chance to meet the media or anything like that, but there's still plenty to discuss about Game 3 heading into Game 4. Let's talk about that first, and then back to the beach, Brandon. And the biggest storyline heading into Game 4 is how do the Suns stop Giannis Antetokounmpo? The two-time MVP had his way in downtown Milwaukee against the Suns. The former MVP over 40 points for a second straight game. Now, DeAndre Ayton got in foul trouble. Devin Booker didn't play well. The Suns look like they forgot to bring their mojo to Milwaukee. They need some beach time. So what do they do about it? No doubt making adjustments as we speak. I caught up with Arizona Republic Suns beat writer Dwayne Rankin, who joined me on the Extra Point podcast to discuss.
You can't win every game. I mean, I know people have gotten used to them winning seemingly every game. They won 9 in a row in the playoffs. That's just not how it works. Look, first home game, playoff game here since 1974. He knew what was coming. The Suns just didn't respond well to it.
No, that's certainly been the story for Monty Williams all the way down to the players. They just didn't respond well. More of that conversation. We appreciate Dwayne's time on the Extra Point podcast right now on Arizona's Family. But when on the beach, you got to go in the ocean, right, Brandon? So
oh, boy.
I don't know if my mic's going to pick up.
Oh, boy.
But we're going to test this out.
Please, for us.
I didn't think to bring my bathing suit to Milwaukee. I'm not going in past the jeans. I tell you what, 66 degrees today, not that bad. I would say that the water is warmer here than it is in San Diego.
66 degrees. I am like daydreaming now about 66 degrees. I am so jealous. But you know, Mark, here's what I love. And what sometimes viewers don't always know is that when you have to travel for work and where you see Mark, like it's a lot of effort. It's a lot of energy. He's working around the clock. So, Mark, I love the fact you're taking a few minutes with you and your crew to put your toes in the sand and enjoy some of that cooler temps and cooler water. Because if there's one person who deserves it right now, it is my friend, Hoops McClune. Mark, we'll see you all night long right here on 3TV and CBS 5, my friend. Good stuff. Phoenix Suns Arena.